Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. I find hope in the darkest of days, and focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. If you can, help others. If you cannot do that, at least do not harm them. In the practice of tolerance, one's enemy is the best teacher. Look at situations from all angles, and you will become more open. Where ignorance is our master, there is no possibility of real peace. We can live without religion and meditation, but we cannot survive without human affection. Death means change our clothes. Clothes become old, then time to come change. So this body become old, and then time come. Take young body. The best way to resolve any problem in the human world is for all sides to sit down and talk. In order to become prosperous, a person must initially work very hard, so he or she has to sacrifice a lot of leisure time. With realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. More compassionate mind, more sense of concern for others' well-being is source of happiness. The ultimate authority must always rest with the individual's own reason and critical analysis. Generally speaking, if a human being never shows anger, then I think something's wrong. He's not right in the brain. I am just one human being. All religions try to benefit people with the same basic message of the need for love and compassion, for justice and honesty, for contentment. If you have a particular faith or religion, that is good, but you can survive without it. We all have to live together, so we might as well live together happily. My faith helps me overcome such negative emotions and find my equilibrium. The important thing is that man should have a purpose in life. It should be something useful, something good. Even when we have physical hardships, we can be very happy. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. Sleep is the best meditation. calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence, so that's very important for good health. A lack of transparency results in distrust and a deep sense of insecurity. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophies. My brain and my heart are my temples. My philosophy is kindness. Home is where you feel at home and are treated well. When you practice gratefulness, there is a sense of respect toward others. I think technology really increased human ability, but technology cannot produce compassion. World belongs to humanity, not this leader, that leader or that king, or prince or religious leader. World belongs to humanity. Even an animal, if you show genuine affection, gradually trust develops. If you always show in bad face and beaten, how can you develop friendship? Out of 6 billion humans, the troublemakers are just a handful. Because of lack of moral principle, human life becomes worthless. Moral principle, truthfulness, is a key factor. If we lose that, then there is no future. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. Whether you call it Buddhism or another religion, self-discipline, that's important. Self-discipline with awareness of consequences. Computers make me totally blank out. Disagreement is something normal. Conversion is not my intention. Changing religion is not easy. You may develop some kind of confusion or difficulties. I am a simple Buddhist monk, no more, no less. Many Tibetans sacrifice their lives. I think really, Chinese, I think they really have a long history of civilization, rich culture. I always say that people should not rush to change religions. There is real value in finding the spiritual resources you need in your home religion. I describe myself as a simple Buddhist monk, no more, no less. I have no trouble sleeping. I totally disagree with the view that the Tibet struggle will die, and there will be no hope for Tibet after the Dalai Lama passes away. I think there is every reason this 21st century will be much happier. I feel exhausted if I teach too long. I am confident I will set foot again in Tibet in my lifetime. As long as I am alive, I am fully committed to amity between Tibetans and Chinese. Otherwise, there is no use. In most cases, my visits to the West are for promotion of human values and religious harmony. There are techniques of Buddhism, such as meditation, that anyone can adopt. Number of people have said to me, after hearing your thinking, their mind becomes much more happier. Chinese people themselves, they really want change. Appearance is something absolute, but reality is not that way. Everything is interdependent, not absolute. Today, different ethnic groups and different nations come together due to common sense. Some mischievous people always there, last several thousand years, always there, and future also. My aim is to create a happy society with genuine friendship between Tibetan and Chinese peoples is very essential. I never dreamt in my dream I'm Dalai Lama. My desire to devolve authority has nothing to do with a wish to shirk responsibility. I always believe the rule by king or official leader is outdated. Now we must catch up with the modern world. I want to be just a pure spiritual leader. I became the Dalai Lama, not on a volunteer basis. China has to go along with world trends. That's democracy, liberty, individual freedom. China sooner or later has to go that way. It cannot go backward. I always tell people that religious institutions and political institutions should be separate. So while I'm telling people this, I myself with them combined. Hypocrisy. I consider myself as a free spokesman for the people. I think governments can't do much. If I had remained in Lhasa, even without a Chinese occupation, I would probably have carried the ceremonial role in some orthodox way. One thing I want to make clear, as far as my own rebirth is concerned, the final authority is myself and no one else, and obviously not China's communists.